This is for educational use only. Our group grants permission for our instructor, Mr. Roldan Ardines, to use this as educational material.
Good morning, everyone. We are here today to explore one of the most defining aspects of our modern world, which is the global media cultures. The way we consume, share, and produce information has fundamentally reshaped societies, cross-border relationships, and even our individual identities. Before diving in, let's look at our key objectives for this report. We aim to fulfill two main learning outcomes. Number one is to analyze how various media derive different forms of global integration. Number two is to explain the critical dynamics between local and global cultural production. Throughout this presentation, we will use concrete examples to answer questions surrounding the role, benefits, drawbacks, and philosophical implications of global media. So what exactly are we talking about when you say global media? So global media, it refers to the flow of information, news, entertainment, and communication technologies that cross national, cultural, and geographic borders. Global media has a direct, profound influence on politics, global economics, and very definition of cultural identity. Think about it. How news outlets like CNN, BBC shape perspective simultaneously across every continent. They do not just report the news, they structure our understanding of reality.
Next is history and stages of global media. To understand where we are, we must look at the history of these flows. The globalization of media isn't a new phenomenon. It has evolved through distinct technological eras. First, we had the print era, starting with Gutenberg's printing press. This allowed for the mass reproduction of books and newspapers, standardizing language and laying the informational foundation for modern nation-states and eventual global literacy. Next came the broadcast era, the introduction of radio, famously used for both entertainment and World War II propaganda, followed by television in the 1950s. Truly created shared worldwide experiences. Our slide's example, the first televised moon landing in 1969, was arguably the first unified global media event, viewed simultaneously by millions worldwide. The late 20th century brought the digital era, the internet, email, early search engines like Google and Yahoo. These decentralized information access. Finally, we are squarely in the global platform era, dominated by social media giants like TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. These platforms not only distribute content, they enable two-way exchange and user-driven cultural creation at an unprecedented scale.
So the next is the media and global integration. Our first major learning objective focuses on how media specifically drives global integration. Technology bridge gaps, transforming geographically separated events into shared global events. Considered Global News Network, CNN's pioneering live war coverage during the Gulf War gave population immediate access to conflicts during real-time politic awareness across continents. Beyond traditional news, social media has become a tool for social and politic integration. The use of platforms like Twitter and Facebook during the Arab Spring in 2011 demonstrated their power in coordinating protests and disturbing uncensored information, bypassing state control. Even entertainment served integration. The FIFA World Cup broadcasts unite billions of viewers around a single shared event, temporarily erasing national rivalries in favor of collective fandom. Furthermore, platforms like Spotify and YouTube have broken language barrier, allowing genres like Latin trap and K-pop to become global phenomena, driving cultural discovery and economic integration.
Next is the local versus global cultural production. If Speaker 3 showed us integration, my focus is the dynamic tension between the local and the global, which is central to cultural production. The global flow of media rarely results in total uniformity. Instead, it creates hybrid cultures. The key concept here is globalization. This is the process of adapting a global product to local needs or customs. For example, the McDonald's, a global symbol of American fast food, offers vastly different menus in Japan or India to accommodate local tastes and dietary restrictions. This is global reach with local respect. Another dynamic is cultural blending. K-pop is the perfect example of a hybrid culture. It blends distinct marketing strategies and product quality from South Korea with strong influences from Western hip-hop, R&B, and dance music. In the film industry, while Hollywood often projects movies with maximum global appeal, local industries, Bollywood still maintain massive worldwide reach, proving that cultural influence can flow in multiple directions. Finally, look at Japanese anime. It starts as a distinctly local product but achieves global dominance through translation and adaptation, building huge Western fandoms like Attack on Titan or Demon Slayer.
So, role of media and globalizations. Now, we transition to the actual functions of media in the overall process and globalizations. Media is not a merely mirror of global events, it is primary drivers. In terms of political influence, media provide an instant window into governance, like live streams debates such as US presidential elections are viewed and analyzed worldwide, affecting international diplomatic relations and markets. And economically, media lubricates global commerce. Ad campaigns for e-commerce giants like Amazon or Alibaba instantly reach consumers worldwide, fluttering the market and accelerating capital flow. Then, cultural media dedicates trends. A single viral TikTok trend can be adopted by millions globally within days, creating instant share experience and rapid shifts in the youth cultures. A prime example of this cultural exploitation is Netflix, which transformed local shows like Spin, Money Heist, or Korea's like Squid Game into massive shares, global sensations.
While media globalization presents complex challenges, its advantages in uniting and informing the world are undeniable. One major benefit is faster access to news. Platforms like Twitter or X, dedicated news apps ensures that citizens are aware of breaking events almost instantly, fostering a more informed global citizenry. Our example is critical during the COVID-19 pandemic. Validated health information campaigns were spread instantly worldwide, saving countless lives through rapid communication. Secondly, media fosters invaluable cross-cultural exchange. The rise of K-pop or K-drama fandoms across Latin America or African music genres gaining traction in Europe illustrates how media breaks down barriers and encourages mutual understanding and appreciation. Finally, media has revolutionized access to knowledge through online education. Platforms such as YouTube tutorials, Coursera, and Khan Academy democratize learning, providing free and or affordable high-quality education to anyone with a connection, regardless of their physical location.
Cons of media globalizations. Despite the benefits, we must be critical of the powerful negative consequences accompany global media flows. The first major danger is cultural homogenization. So this refers to the fear that a dominance of Western culture, particularly Hollywood entertainment and American fast food, will erode local traditions and unique cultural practices, leading to a bland, unified global culture. This domination contributes to the loss of traditions. Local cinema attendance or local television programming can often be replaced by the convenience and volume of global platforms like Netflix binge watching.
Before concluding, we need to address two critical theoretical questions about the nature of globalization itself. First, can globalization happen without media? Historically, no. Trade networks and empires existed long before the internet, but they were slower, smaller, and fundamentally limited by physical travel. Media, especially modern digital media, provides the infrastructure for high-speed, comprehensive, and nearly instantaneous global interaction across all sectors, economic, political, and cultural. Media is the accelerant of contemporary globalization. Second, is global media merely a form of cultural imperialism? This is the ongoing academic debate. The question of cultural imperialism, or the dominance of one culture over others, requires closer examination. For decades, the view was simple. Hollywood dominance meant American cultural hegemony. Marvel movies, for instance, are seen globally, exporting American ideals and consumer culture. However, modern media's flows show complexity. Consider the case of Netflix Squid Game. It is a massive global success, but it is deeply rooted in contemporary Korean socio-economic culture. It demonstrates that local content, if produced well and distributed effectively by global platforms, can achieve massive global exports, challenging the old dominance model. We also see the direct impact of media on political change, such as the use of digital tools during the Arab Spring to mobilize citizens and challenge authoritarian regimes. Finally, global shared moments like FIFA World Cup and the Olympics transcend national boundaries, creating massive temporary global communities centered around a shared media experience. These cases show us that yes, while powerful economies still dominate media infrastructures, the content and the response are becoming increasingly diverse.
In conclusion, our exploration of global media cultures reveals that media is undoubtedly a double-edged sword. It acts as unifying force, connecting individuals across continents, facilitating rapid information, and democratizing education. Yet, it simultaneously carries the risk of cultural homogenization, amplifying misinformation and reinforcing existing economic power imbalances. The central challenge moving forward lies in finding a crucial balance between maximizing global reach and ensuring the necessary local preservation of unique languages, traditions, and cultural narratives. Efforts like UNESCO projects that promote local media and indigenous language broadcasting are vital parts of this effort. Global media demands that we, as informed consumers and creators, remain critically aware of the source, bias, and intent behind the constant flow of information saturating our digital lives. Thank you.